Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First down throw for Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Bridgewater. And he checks this one down to Williams. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
2nd and 12. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Here's Bridgewater. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play fake. Bridgewater. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Albert O, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Herbert. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Herbert now. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. From the 31, Herbert. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
He'll be dropped at the 30. With a shifty move, got him a couple extra on the play. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Second and 2. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he's got some space here. And he's going to have the Broncos first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Williams. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. So, Charles, here we are, Week 17. Both of these teams playing their 16th game of the regular season. And obviously for decades, that was the full season. But as we all know, a little strange, still one more game to go next week.
Yeah, Brandon, I think we're both interested to see how things play out next week because we know their division titles and wild card spots up for grabs. So those teams, no doubt, they'll be all in. But how would you like to go in front of a team that's 3-13 and say, okay, guys, one more time, let's go get them. If we win, it benefits someone else.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Charger drive about to get going as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give, Eckler running to the right. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He finds his target, Allen. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's good for 28 yards. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Second and 8 coming up. Here's Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Second and goal from the 1. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the former Bronco All-Pro, Chris Harris. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. On second and very short, Bridgewater. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On play action, it's Bridgewater. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On first and 10, Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
From just shy of midfield, Herbert. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. The final shot before the break for Herbert. Herbert has it knocked free. And this will be recovered by the offense, but it will be of little importance now as time has expired here in this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Ty Long now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And returning it, here's Hamler. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. They'll fire one downfield for Fant. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by the former Bronco All-Pro, Chris Harris. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Charger drive about to get going. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. From the 16, Bridgewater. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Jerry Tillery. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Throwing, Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
The kick by McManus is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Herbert. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Second and 15. Back to throw here, Herbert. Quick strike to Eckler. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he is going to have the Chargers' 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. From the 50, here's Herbert. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end Parham. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air. even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sends his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Now it's Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now, this was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the 4th.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They begin the drive with Williams. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Williams. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Williams. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Williams. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Bridgewater to throw it. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, Most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now Bridgewater. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. For the lead, here's third and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Consecutive gains of 1, 2, and now 3 yards brings up fourth down. Desperation time, fourth down, Bridgewater. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Taylor Muse with it. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. Now a give running left is Eckler. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Now on is the punter long here as he sends this one away. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Chargers, they get back to 500 at 8-8 with one game remaining. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.